welcome back. I hope you're all doing okay. Look at my freckly hands, Jesus. I am going to be doing a autumnal fall inspired set today. This is for Charlie's Nail Art collaboration. So I'm using Bring My Latte, Perfect White, Are We Lost and Executive Flame. The Executive Flame and Bring My Latte are both from this September's collection from ℙ𝕆𝕻𝔻𝕆, and you can save 30% using my code ℎ𝐿NailRoom30 at ℙ𝕆𝕻𝕻.com. So Executive Flame is going on the thumb. That's going to have 2 coats eventually, and then we're going to put Bring My Latte on the index and the ring. Perfect White is going on the middle, and then Are We Lost. Such a gorgeous colour that I hardly ever reach for. It's like a mustard yellow, like a dirty yellow, and it's so nice for this time of year. It's just perfect. And it literally goes with like reds and burgundies, navies, greens, nudes, everything. I just think it's a colour that gets overlooked quite often, where in actual fact it goes with so many different colour combinations. But it is only really used for this type of year, isn't it? Like Halloween and autumn, fall. It's a cosy colour. It is definitely a cosy colour. So once they've had their first coat, I'm going to cure them for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to do a second coat on all of them. This is the index finger. So we're using the same Are We Lost that we put on the pinky, and we're going to do a French on the index finger with that same colour. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the ring finger, but using Executive Flame to do the French. Now I like to, when I've got a French, 2 Frenches on the same like hand set design, whatever, I always do the one how I want it, and then when I go to do the other one, I kind of sit them next to each other so that I can measure how deep the French is. I've always done it just in case one of them looks a bit off. It's almost like, you know, when someone says, "Oh, just a basic French, just a simple French," and everyone says, well, it's not a simple French. It takes so much longer to do, especially when each French has to be the same depth and the French smile line has to be the same. It is just tricky. It's beautiful, it's elegant, it's classic, it is simple, it is a simple design, but to execute it and make every single French even can be a little bit tricky. Oh, and I'm currently sat at my desk working on some Chromie Hello Kitty Halloween nails, and I've done it again where I sit down and I have no idea what to do. I just know that I want to do that, but I haven't designed anything, so that's going to be fun. For the middle finger, the Perfect White, we're going to use the same colours again, Are We Lost, Executive Flame. We're going to use the striping brush and we're going to do a plaid effect on the nail. So I'd use the Are We Lost first and give that a cure before we go over with the Executive Flame. You kind of just want the striping brush to do the work for you. Make sure it's fully loaded. Roll that brush around in the gel polish to make sure that every single brush, every single bristle is saturated. Wipe off the excess on the palette. I don't know why my voice keeps breaking and going croaky. And then the brush just kind of does it for you. I don't know how else to explain it. Just practice, and hopefully you'll have the same opinion as me. It kind of just does it itself. The longer the brush, the steadier the line, if that makes sense. I'm going to be using water decals from Charlie's. You can save 10% using my code ℎ𝐿NailRoom10. I'll leave all the information in the description box as well, but I'll leave like the discount codes up on screen too as I'm using said products. So for water decals, I like to put the image face down on my jelly stamper, wet the back just like you're doing one of those tattoo transfers as a kid, you know, the little Superman ones that you used to get. Just do the exact same thing, and after like 20 seconds or so the backing will come off, and then position it onto your nail. Make sure that you've dabbed away any of the water that's on the jelly stamper. You don't want that to get on your nail. essentially, because then when you go to top coat, it's not going to mix very well. So make sure it's dry before you apply the stamper. And thankfully these ones from Charlie's Nail Art Supplies have the white backing so that you can put it over any colour nail. It doesn't have to be white. So I've matte top coated everything, and we're going to go back to the Plaid one because we want some gold gel paint to make it sparkle. We love a little bit of sparkle. So a few lines, horizontal, vertical on there. And then we're going to add a little bit of that gold gel paint as well to the French where the decal sits. So if you were to like line the smile line with that gold glitter, but because that decal is there, if we had done it before, then the gold gel paint would have been matted. So we didn't want that. But there are tiny little gaps in between like the foliage of the decal that you can see the smile line, so I wanted to get the brush in between all of those bits to make sure that it looked like the smile line is completely outlined, if you know what I mean. Yeah, like I said, you could have done this before putting the decal on, but then it would have been matted, and I really didn't want the gold gel paint to be matted because we're adding some extra sparkle to two more nails, the pinky and the thumb. I mean, you could matte it. Glitter looks lovely matted, so it's entirely up to you, completely your preference. But I really wanted the matte nails with the glitter being all sparkly. So for the pinky, I'm just going to go in with a no wipe top coat. This is Born Pretties. Again, you can save 10% TLNR 10 in the top left, and it will be in the description box down below as well. Go all over that nail, don't cure it, and then we're going to use fine metallic glitter in colour Champagne from Charlie's again, and I'm just going to put that over all of the nail. It is gorgeous. So you could base coat this nail, cure it, and then rub the glitter into the nail, but I wanted it to have, you know, like all the nooks and crannies, all the crevices. I wanted it to be able to catch the light, how it moves. The light can then bounce off all the little surfaces. Yeah, love it. So that one is done, and then for the thumbnail, a little bit of that top coat on a palette, and then we're just going to do like a cuticle cuff with glitter. So fill all of that in, pour glitter, give it a cure, give it a scrub with a nail scrubbing brush, and then we are done. I think glitter's perfect as well when you are stuck and you have like one or two nails left and you don't know what to do on them. Just throw some glitter at it. It works, and it works well. If I'm using glitter like this or acrylic powder, I like to do a double cure just in case. Make sure everything's all cured underneath that glitter. But this is the final design. What do you think? So I'm hosting this week's collab, and it's called Harvest Festival. So this is my design for Harvest Festival. There's been two other designs and they're so cute. So I'll be making a collaboration collage, and I'll pop that up on my Instagram when that's made on Friday, maybe Saturday. But thanks so much for watching, and I do hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on Sunday for a Halloween nail design. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.